Hey everyone. Today I want to share a little secret about connection, not Wi-Fi connection. Sentence connection. Imagine if you could only speak in short, broken sentences. There is a boy. He is running. He is going to school. Sounds a little robotic, right? That's exactly why we need relative clauses. Now look at this sentence. The boy who is running is going to school. That part who is running is a relative clause. In linguistics, a relative clause modifies a noun. It answers the question, which one? Think of it like a sticky note attached to boy. It tells us which boy we're talking about, not the one sleeping, not the one eating breakfast but the one running. And then, danger strikes. A pedestrian watching the scene gasps and says, a car which is red almost bumps him, forcing him to jump out of the way. Now pause right there. The bystander used which is red to modify the noun car. Why which? Because we're talking about a thing, not a person. This relative clause acts like a detail add-on. Instead of saying, there is a car. The car is red. We embed the information directly into the noun phrase. That's the power of modification. Linguistically speaking, a car is the noun phrase, and the which is red is the relative clause that gives us more information about that car. Now, real talk. In everyday English, we would usually say a red car. In everyday English, we usually put the adjective before the noun for simple descriptions. So a red car sounds natural and efficient. But a car which is red works when we want to emphasize or add clarity. Still shaken but unharmed, he looks toward the park just a few steps away. He glances at the park where he used to play. Here, where he used to play is another relative clause. It modifies park and adds location-based detail. Instead of breaking it up into, he glances at the park. He used to play there. We integrate the idea smoothly. That's how English storytelling flows. The boy bursts into the classroom, wiping sweat from his forehead, and plops into his seat. Meanwhile, the professor adjusts his glasses, eyes sharp and expression deadly serious, and says, "Quiet, everyone. The final exam will test material from all chapters that were covered in class this term. Alright. Let's level up." This sentence looks long, and for many students, intimidating. But we're going to dissect it. First, strip the sentence down to its core. What's left? The final exam will test material. That's the core structure. Everything else adds information. Next, let's identify the modifiers. The first is a prepositional phrase, from all chapters that tells us the source of the material. Prepositional phrases often function as post-modifiers, giving extra specification. Here's the relative clause, that were covered in class this term. J modifies the chapters, not material. And tells us exactly which chapters count. So we're not talking about random chapters in the textbook. We're talking specifically about the chapters that were covered this term. That's called a restrictive relative clause. It limits or defines which chapters we mean. See, once you separate structure from decoration, the sentence becomes clear. Here's something interesting. In the phrase, chapters that were covered, you can replace that with which, chapters which were covered. Here's a little grammar secret for you. When you're describing things, you can swap that with which. The meaning stays the same, but that is more common in formal American English. On the other hand, in British English, which works perfectly. When talking about people, who is always the safest choice? That can replace who in restrictive clauses, even in formal speech. But never say, the boy which is running. Otherwise, trust me, your grammar teacher would faint. Once you master relative pronouns, your English stops sounding mechanical and starts sounding natural, almost cinematic. Next time you write 2 short sentences, try merging them with a relative clause. Upgrade your sentence. Upgrade your story. If you enjoyed today's lesson, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications. See you next time.